combined with metal to bring forth power is what gave rise to engines such as the 550S EAR Mount Kelai and the Masai of Kenya. These were among the first trains that were used after construction of the railway line that began at the Kilindini Harbour in Mombasa in 1895. Around 1900, the line arrived at the present city of Nairobi. All these historical facts can be found at the Nairobi Railway Museum, which is situated at the northwest end of Nairobi Railway Station and was established in 1971 by the then East African Railways and Harbours Corporation. This was to preserve and display relics and records of the railways of East Africa from its inception to the present day. In an interview with Mr. Edwin Kibet, who is an audio and visual assistant at the museum, he explains how the line influenced the existence of Nairobi.
This is a particular time that the line was approaching Nairobi. You can see this is Nairobi city at that time. So the only existing thing there are tents. So a year later when the line arrived here, that is 1899, you can see we find now more and more tents coming up. Nairobi, we can comfortably say, started from a very small railway station to the biggest city that you see now. Were it not for this railway, Nairobi may have not been the way it is.
Nairobi is a commercial hub and the largest economy in East Africa. With its unique architecture and magnificent skyscrapers, it is truly a marvel to behold. It goes without saying that the need for a modern infrastructure is very vital, and especially in the transport sector. With 15 million commuters a day and 300,000 automobiles, of which 63% are public service vehicles, the traffic is overwhelming. From dawn till dusk, and even during the day, traffic jams and congestions in the central business district are chronic. These insidious challenges causes loss of both time and revenue. Emergencies and disasters have become unmanageable. Think about a critical situation that requires urgent attention, unlike if the traffic was free-flowing. With the current condition, the consequences can get tragic. The Ministry of Nairobi Metropolitan believes that all is not lost. With the help of a modern and better railway system, Vision 2030 is attainable.
We have recommended the light rail as one of the modes of transport that will ease congestion in the city. On the parking services, what we are doing is that in all the railway stations we are building, we have facilities or what we call a park and ride. People will be saving a lot of money by using the train. What the Kenya Railways has a program of refurbishing these railway lines, and they have started with the construction of Syokimau. Then 2 more stations are being built, one in Makandara and another one in Maradaima. The aim is to add another line between Athi River and Nairobi, such that you have 2 independent lines. The goods train, which is the main business of Rift Valley Rail, will have their own line, which is independent of commuter railway lines. Currently, our power production cannot meet the demand. It means we have to increase that fast, because a railway line may utilize 20-30 megawatts, which we do not have at the moment. But even with the good diesel engines, they are quite fast enough. But the aim is to, in future, have the electric trains. We waste a lot of man hours. If we can have a system that will help us in reducing that, we will have a lot of time to put into real work those hours that they are wasting traveling. We waste about 30 billion per year, the fuel wasted in traffic jams. If we can have and people embrace using the trains, which are more reliable and they are quite also fast enough.
the Syokimau project, which is worth about 400 million Kenya shillings, will be very essential in boosting Nairobi's economy. With reduced spending of revenue and fuel and a major traffic congestion solution, sophisticated technological improvements in the project not only bring relief to commuters, but the train station is also a view of magnificent design. As Nairobi continues to develop into an Empire State City, the only way to keep the business flow is through developed and modern mass transit. Evidently, the railway is the best option for this goal to be achieved. Chained behind an exploitation and neglect by commuters is a railway system that has potential to transform Nairobi. For the sake of our nation's economy and tribute to the heroes who lost their lives while building our railway in different circumstances such as accidents, human attacks, and even those who were devoured by the man-eating lions at the Savo. Let us all join hands to make our railway system culminate to heights true mortal attain.